I'm Davey.
I'm Misty.
DM Watts.
Unscripted.
Unedited.
Unapologetic.
Let's get it. What's going on, everybody? I am Davey.
I'm Misty.
And welcome to another episode of DM Watts Podcast. So we got to say that, we are happy to be doing this once again.
Yeah.
It is that time for us again to come on here and let you guys know about dmwattspodcast.com.
dmwattspodcast.com.
And all those services at the bottom.
All the socials.
They're like our website. If you guys haven't checked it out, you're missing out on a lot.
Aw.
You know what I mean? You're missing out on a lot.
Pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
We got merch, you know what I'm saying? And we got a lot of other, we got swag. And we got, some, we got a PR letter on there now.
Yeah.
And there's
we have
pledges.
a newspaper article.
We got a newspaper article. We got
yeah.
pledges. And you guys take a look.
We have a pledge to you.
Yeah, pledge to you. So you guys take a look. A lot of news and upcoming things.
And maybe we have a newsletter. Maybe we don't. Maybe it's the coolest thing you've ever seen in your life. Maybe it's not.
Maybe it's not.
I'm not saying we have one.
Yep.
But just saying that, if we did.
Either way it goes.
Awesome.
Yeah. Either way it goes. We got our website up. So you guys make sure you take a look. Excuse me, I was looking at our dog over here getting into stuff.
She's got a new puzzle.
Yeah, she got a new puzzle. So she's
new treat puzzle.
She's all into things, but
we're trying to keep her occupied.
Yeah. Look, she moved it.
Yeah, she did.
So anyway, as you Doge to the moon, AMC to the moon, and we're definitely she took that
She's
puzzle.
Just like
that
puzzle.
Yeah, she know we're recording, so it's like whatever. They're not gonna be looking at me.
I do have to interject.
Go ahead.
I have to add to the chalkboard.
What do you got?
I figured out TikTok.
That's right. So we're gonna have to add to the chalkboard the TikTok symbol.
I did it.
We're on TikTok now.
I did it. I didn't do it well, but I did it.
Hey, remember we're learning here. It's all new stuff to us. Yeah. So you figured out TikTok. It's coming along.
For maybe those new listeners, I've had a through my phone after 2 hours of trying to figure out TikTok.
Yeah. Yep.
And you can go back to the episode on age and hear my TikTok story.
Yeah.
So, but I figured it out. Like all of a sudden, it just happened. It was like, boom. And so we're on TikTok now.
Yeah.
DM Watts. Huh.
Yep. Exactly. So check us out on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yep. So
I'm happy.
We're happy too. So it's my turn to go and reach into the good old
turn because every time he picks something, it's fun and it's lighthearted and cool. And every time I get to pick, it's like exes, childhood.
Yeah. Well, we had this one already.
Okay.
We forgot. I guess we just didn't take that one out. I'm sure we had that one already. When we did these fishbowl topics, we were just putting them in there.
There was a time, where we weren't thinking and
we just
kind of
kept
putting
going
them
and kept
in.
going. We've had that one already. So,
okay, well,
all right,
good luck.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
May the odds be in your favor. Oh.
Boom. Yeah.
Okay.
We've been waiting on this one.
Davey's been waiting on this fishbowl topic.
This fishbowl
and the fishbowl topic of today is cancel culture.
Cancel culture. Man, oh God, I can't stand it. I can't stand the cancel culture that is happening.
We were just talking about it.
Yep, with the baby. And I got to tell you, it's gotten out of control. This cancel culture thing has literally gotten out of control.
You can't say anything.
Well, yeah, you literally can't say anything.
You can't change your mind. You
can't have a change of heart. You can't be literally, if you said something, Kevin Hart, prime example. Kevin Hart had said something where he said, hey, if his son came to him and told him that he was gay.
And it was years ago.
It was like years and years ago. Like, I can't remember what he said he'd do, but it was, obviously offensive to the gay community. And he's like, he since, had a change of heart and like, hey, I didn't mean all that. Nope, that wasn't good enough. They came out because he was supposed to host the Oscars. And they came out and were like the LGBT, those people with the letters came out at him and was like, look, no, this is wrong. And they came at the Oscars and the Oscars said, well, you need to apologize. Kevin Hart like, no, I've apologized and said, it's a change of heart. Well, either apologize or you can't host the Oscars. Hence, y'all haven't seen Kevin Hart host the Oscars. He was like, screw this. This is ridiculous.
Well, and it wasn't even a change of heart.
Yeah.
He was making a joke.
He was making a joke.
He's a comedian.
He's a
And this was something he said on Twitter years
ago. Yeah, ages ago.
So he made a joke about what we expect his character, Kevin Hart, to do.
Yeah.
And they came back on him.
Yeah, but cancel culture, it's gotten so bad. It's gotten so, you are literally ruining people's entire careers. over something that they said a long time ago. Now, don't get me wrong, that goes both ways. It's not just, it's not a black and a white thing. It goes both ways. You know what I mean? It goes all ways, with the cancel. It doesn't matter what race or anything you say like that. I think Dave Chappelle even was talking about it. One of his stand-up comedies. Like, you're like, when did we as a society become so sensitive?
I can tell you when.
Listening.
I believe it's my theory that cancel culture is the child of political correctness. Because 1989, 88, 87 through 89, somewhere in there, Andrew Dice Clay.
Oh man,
the biggest comedian that was out there.
Andrew Dice Clay.
He was selling out places that nobody had ever sold out as a comedian. And man was at the top of his game. He went on Saturday Night Live. I remember this because I was a Saturday Night Live person. He went on Saturday Night Live. One of the women on there, can't remember her name. Why? Because she ain't done shit since. Was like,
I'm offended
for women and all of this. I just don't agree with it. And I don't like what he says. So Lauren Michaels said, look, no, you can't leave the show for the night. You are on payroll. So you will sit in the back and rewatch episodes of old Saturday Night Lives. He wouldn't even let her leave.
Oh, really?
He was like, no, this is a team. We are a show. You're going to be present.
Yeah.
You don't have to attend. You don't have to be a part of it, but you're still on the payroll.
Yeah.
And that was the start. I promise you, look it up. And if you want to prove me wrong, DM wattspodcast@gmail.com, please.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong. But that was the beginning of political correctness.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, everybody hated Andrew Dice Clay.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait a minute, you were just
everybody was laughing with him.
Word for word last week.
But here's the other part of that cancel culture, right? The piggybacking on what you just, I can't believe I just said piggybacking. It's a military thing. I haven't got rid of it yet. So anyway, jumping on what you just said.
Sounds like are you going to pull out whippersnapper next?
Hey, don't make fun of my oldies but goodies. But no, look, jumping on that part with here's the thing about
goodies.
She doesn't.
Look at you
but
blush.
Yeah, well, you can't see it in here. So
okay,
but no, the thing is, when it comes to the cancel culture thing, what I don't like also is that there'll be people, just like you said, that was just laughing at his jokes.
Yeah.
Just laughing at his jokes. And the politicians are the worst when it comes to this. Politicians and actors are the worst when it comes to this. They'll be with this person when they was making those jokes, laughing and so on and so forth. Next thing you know, they get hit with cancel culture or whatever new movement is out. And then all of a sudden the politician was like, well, I never felt comfortable with his jokes, his or her jokes.
U-turn.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, and then the other actors are like, well, I kind of told him that, this was kind of messed up to me. Wait, what?
It's called the bandwagon.
Yeah, it's what it is. And that's
they
the
all
thing.
jump on it.
That's the thing when it comes to cancel culture. It's what I laugh at, who they haven't been able to cancel, and they've tried from the time he came out.
Trump?
Him too.
Oh.
I was thinking Eminem. But I was thinking Eminem from the time that dude has came out, he has been.
And I don't understand why, because he's very talented.
Talented.
He's very talented. He's smart. He's a hard worker.
Yeah.
He makes me angry. This is a fact.
Yeah.
Not him personally.
No, it's like she can't listen to Eminem. She gets mad.
And I wish I could.
Yeah. I love his music. Eminem, we tagging you in this, by the way. So anyway.
I hear it and I'm like, I'm killing everybody.
Yeah.
And I love him and
Yeah, but he's awesome. And like I think he had I believe he came out with a song because they were trying to cancel him. It's called Tone Deaf. Yeah. Really listen to it. You know what I mean? The dude isn't a phenomenal artist and lyricist, but people don't understand. Like, look, Eminem doesn't feel this way about everything. It's like he literally says that to get under your skin and to sell more records. That's what all rappers do. It's what a lot of comedians do. Right. They don't truly feel this way. It's just they say they're in character.
It's a persona.
It's a persona.
It's
yeah,
what they're paid to do.
Yeah, like you really think Eminem go home?
Do you really?
And just
I
mean, think about it.
Do you really think Andrew Dice Clay back in the day was like talking to people like that? No, he was actually a really great actor. Yeah. And a lot of people don't know that. Yeah. But he was. He was a great actor.
So that lady that this probably gonna burn some people up and whatever. That like is it Kathy Griffin that did that thing where she held up Trump's head? Yeah, where she No, she held up Trump's head.
Yeah,
Remember,
yeah,
it was
yeah,
in blood.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then like Trump said something about her, and all his followers
And then
just
all of a
descended
sudden
on her.
that was it.
She was delisted. Like she couldn't get any work at all.
And it sucks because she
Yeah.
literally makes fun
Of
she
everybody.
has built an entire D-list career,
Yeah.
on making
Making
fun of
everybody.
people
And
and
then that's
hating on people.
Yeah.
And then all of
all of a sudden
how
it
did
was just
any one man get that power?
yeah. One man says something negative about her, and the next thing you know, nobody buys her stuff.
Yeah. And
Nobody wants, she can't get a job at all. She posted that thing on Twitter or whatever she posted, or the lit video, I think it might have been Facebook Live, crying because she couldn't get any work. She couldn't do anything because of what he had done. And like, just, wow, that's just foul.
But I can't believe we're here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't believe we're here.
Never seen him coming Eminem though. But anyway, but
I don't understand it, because if we start canceling everything we don't like, then what's the point?
Yeah.
What is
the point?
knowledge then?
I mean,
what is freedom then?
Truth. Uncle Ben's rice was amazing. And I grew up on Uncle Ben's rice, and I loved that it was called Uncle Ben's. I didn't give a care who was on the dang old thing. I didn't care about no damn Land O'Lakes butter with the thing on. Are you serious? Come on, what's the other one they can't? Aunt Jemima, that's for real.
Well, seriously, my favorite joke is the Land O'Lakes butter.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead with it.
Well, when they removed the Indian off the Land O'Lakes butter, it was just so, we grew up with her being in the frame, beautiful Indian woman in the frame of Land O'Lakes.
Yeah.
They removed that to be more sensitive, and it was just the frame
and nobody in it, and
everybody was like, yep.
Yeah, I mean,
same thing you did. You removed the Indians and you still kept the land.
So it's kind of like, that's not funny. It's terrible, but we may probably gonna get canceled from that. But anyway, but it's just,
come at me. Yeah, I don't care.
But it's the point though, right? It's the point. Like, you can't literally say or anything without like, oh, that's insensitive.
Somebody's
to so
gonna be offended.
That's insensitive to so and so. Look, I wore gray. There's people who like white. All of a sudden, just like, wow, I can't believe he wore that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is stupid.
I'm sure there's more reasons why they hate us right now.
Yeah, that sounds stupid, right? But that's how dumb cancel culture is right now.
No, it really
that's
is.
How that literally. Okay, I mean, when you look at it from an aspect of like from now rappers. So I mean, and I ain't picking on Eminem. I love the guy. Eminem used to say a lot of different words to describe gay people. A lot of that's deemed offensive now. But at the same time, back then he used to say it, and obviously they booed him, they did all these things, but it's just like, look, this is just like your freedom of speech gives you the right to be like, hey, I'm offended by that. Don't that give me the right to be like, so I'm still gonna say it anyway? Don't I have the same
work that way?
I mean, it doesn't, but that's the premise of it.
Here's the thing, I'm so confused by it though, because like, okay, when you and I were growing up, there were words we could not say. Ever. Now, one of those words has been adopted by a certain group.
Right.
And it's okay to say.
I don't know what we're talking about.
Well, it starts with a Q.
Yeah, I don't. What, queer? What? Oh, I can't say that. I just did.
I'm still in the school. You can't say it.
That was back then.
Offensive to a gay man.
Yeah, back then that was very offensive. Now it's actually a part of the alphabets.
And I'm like, I don't understand. How is that not offensive?
And now it's part of the. I mean, I don't. Like I say, alphabet. I say alphabet people. That's probably offensive too, right?
It's extremely offensive.
Let's see. And it's not meant to be. It's like, y'all, every letter is meant for something else. LGBTQ. The Q is. The Q is queer.
And now A.
But man, look, my point being, I mean, it's not just that. It's all sorts of things too. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, remember Saturday Night Live did a thing where they had Dave Chappelle on. They were talking about cancel culture. They had the Land O'Lakes lady. They had Aunt Jemima.
Count Dracula,
Count Chocula, and they had the dude from State Farm. Dave Chappelle played the dude from State Farm. And Pete Davidson played Count Chocula. They were talking about, hey, we got to cancel Count Chocula now.
Yeah.
Because it's offensive
and he's like, I'm not black.
I'm not even black. I'm chocolate. Yeah. So
they're like, that's even worse.
That's even worse. But that's how crazy it's gotten.
It has gotten. And I don't understand it. That's why I say it is the child of political correctness.
Right.
Because political correctness was the same way. All of a sudden, we couldn't say this and we couldn't say that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, again, I was like 12 when this happened, 13, somewhere in there.
But that's,
and I'm like, but we were all just saying it last week on the news, and it was
the
fine.
thing is, here's my thing. You like, I can understand that it you know, certain things are offensive to people, but the thing is like, there are a lot of things that offended me. There are a lot of things that offended you. But at the same time, it's like, does a whole movement need to be started?
Not
over
only that,
people?
guess what happens? I move the F on.
Yeah, like I'm not finna sit here and be like, oh, now, you know what I mean? Now I have such a huge problem. I can't go on with my life.
We're Generation X. My feelings don't get hurt. I think we're Generation. Well, we don't know what generation we don't know what generation we are because they named us so many different ones. But we're in between boomers and millennials.
This new generation of cancel culture is the generation of the entitled. At the same time, to me, cancel culture should be entitled. To me, cancel culture is another word for entitled culture. Because the thing that every time you get offended by a picture, every time you get offended by a word. Now, don't get me wrong, there are certain things and certain actions. You understand what I'm saying? Certain things and certain actions.
But anybody with half a brain knows what we're talking about.
Right. Certain things and certain actions. So here's the thing. These comedians, they get paid to make you laugh. Yeah. Is it going to make everybody laugh? No, there's no comedian that makes everybody happy, that makes everybody laugh. Some people even hate Will Smith. Don't know why. Great dude.
But look at how offensive comedians were back in the day
compared to now. And that's
why. Oh my God! If you watch a Johnny Carson episode from the early '80s, from the late '70s, from the mid '70s, watch him with a woman guest. Yeah. Watch him with Goldie Hawn's first appearance. On the freaking Tonight Show, and your jaw will drop.
Not only that,
he was the greatest late night talk show host of all time.
Not only that, what about hell? Even now, fast forward nowadays, Scarlett Johansson, when she does interviews for the Avengers. Oh my God!
And she's got to look what we're doing at the Olympics right now. But that's different though.
Right, those are actual actions that are happening.
I don't want to confuse anyone. I am with you. You don't have to play handball in a bikini. No, you should be able to wear shorts. You don't have 100%. To do gymnastics in a bathing suit.
Now, those are proper cancel culture type things.
Yeah, and that's not cancel culture. That's taking our power back.
Your power back.
And saying we're not here to be a sex object. We're here to freaking play a game.
Exactly.
And win a gold medal. And I totally don't understand that.
Yeah. And so now that,
it pisses me off. Right. It does. It's 2021. We're still fucking doing this.
Yeah. And then you get somebody who, and I mean, I'm going to say this again. You get somebody, you want to talk about cancel culture, but what about when the companies do it to the people? When you know what I mean? Simone Biles. You mean to tell me hey, you're too good. Nobody can do what you do. So we're going to downgrade your scoring. How Seriously, in the actual FUCK can that actually be allowed?
And that's the thing. This is a competition.
Yeah.
And you guys are degrading her so much on the premise that she's the best. Hell yeah, she needs a fucking mental health break.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. But isn't the point of the Olympics where the best of the best go to compete? The best of the best go to compete. And then you say you're too much of the best because the rest of the best can't be your best.
Gonna score you lower.
So we got to score you lower so the other best can be okay.
And by the way, while you're doing it, you're going to be in a swimsuit the whole time.
Yeah. So that's when we talk about cancel culture. You know what I mean? It's pretty foul. Yet, you know, the thing is, we're not sitting here. We don't want to make this into a political discussion, but let's be real about it. Trump said a lot of foul stuff about women, about, you know, special needs people, a lot of stuff, and was never canceled at all. There was never a movement that got him canceled at all. Then you get a comedian that says something. You get Kathy Griffin that holds up his head and you know what I mean, or whatever.
They put a freaking Hitler mustache on Obama.
Right.
Put it on a poster and paraded it all throughout his 8 years.
Man.
But we can't call Trump out on his real shit. We can't call him out on what's happening right now.
But yeah, and that's the thing. Like, don't get it twisted.
That's what I'm saying, though. It goes that way, though. When you talk about cancel culture, it's not just of artists.
Yeah.
It has been this way since time was. And I said it earlier today. Then it's literature. Then it's music. Then it's video games. You know, cancel culture, we can go back to freaking censorship.
Right. But let's not get it twisted. There's cancel culture. Then there's things that really should not be. You know what I'm saying? So the book Tom Sawyer. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
What was Tom Sawyer, like how they took that book out of schools.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because of the language.
Because of the language. To me, that wasn't cancel culture. That was, okay, no, dude. That's you do know why that's offensive. You know, that's been that language has been offensive for the longest.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But you also have to look back at the time
when it was written.
It wasn't, you know what I
right.
mean? I get that.
Do I feel like there needs to be, and I don't know, I haven't picked up a book of Tom Sawyer in like 30 years.
Right.
Maybe there is a foreword in there. Maybe there's a disclaimer in there
Right.
now. Look, this was written in 18
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. And so
this was the word used. This was what was happening, so that you have the mindset. However, if you're going to do that, then the same thing needs to happen with the Bible.
Yep.
Cancel me.
Yep. Because
there is stuff going on in that Bible that does not pertain to today. It is talking about what is happening at that time. And these preachers take it and say, no, this pertains to you.
Yeah.
No, it don't.
No, it don't.
I have Wi-Fi.
You want to
Christ
talk about,
didn't.
You want to talk about cancel culture, then and you're right. Well,
sorry.
You know, no, you're right, because that's a conversation that nobody wants to have.
I'm not sorry.
No, that you're right. We're unapologetic here. And we don't care how many people are watching us or agree. The point is that we're going to speak our truth.
Yeah.
This is what it is. We're going to speak the truth.
Of being in fear of it and thinking that people will literally cancel someone that is making a living, that is doing their dream, that is doing whatever needs to be done for them to achieve that falsehood of the American fucking dream.
Right.
And they get canceled because somebody misunderstood one freaking word.
Right. Here's a prime example. You know what I'm saying? Take Joe Rogan. That's why we love him so much too.
Oh, God,
take Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan has said a lot of stuff, right, that people don't agree with. And y'all know he got that big deal with Sirius XM, right? So there were some people on there that took offense to some of the stuff at the company that took offense to some of the stuff that he has said. And then the company is like, we paid this motherfucker $100 million. Get over it. Find another job. Find another job. And that literally goes back to what we say, like, look, you don't like it, don't be around the conversation.
But what
you can be offended. You can be offended.
But what good is cancel culture doing?
But that don't mean that
it's not.
You're right.
It's this falsehood thought of a utopia which cannot exist in this world. It cannot.
Yeah, because it's getting out of hand. That's the reason why for this talk is that it's getting out of hand. Literally, it's at the point where, look, if you sit here and say, like right now, the movement has gotten so big, if you was to sit here and say, look, I don't agree with this. Like you can say, I don't agree with Obama. And let's be honest, this is a real thing. If you're a black person and you're like, look, I don't think Obama was a good president, you are a sellout.
It's not good.
You are literally a sellout if you say something like that.
People don't like
it. And it's like, wait, no, man, I'm talking about his policies, this and that. No, bro, no. But you can say, I don't agree with Trump. And then here comes the attacks. Yeah. You're not American.
Or you can say, I agree with some
of the things
of what Trump did.
Right.
What
and then
I agree with, what is along my moral compass. And then all of a sudden you're a racist.
Nah, did you see everything that we just said? And here's how cancel culture work. We just said, hey, you could say this and you're viewed as a sellout. Or you could say this and you're viewed as, oh, how dare you, un-American. What you hear is, I don't like Obama. What you hear is, I don't like Trump. Screw what we just said in the beginning was, hey, you could say this. That doesn't mean this. Right. You could say this. Nope. All you heard was, I don't like Obama and I don't agree with Trump. That's what you heard. And next thing you know, boom, we got to cancel them. Or I don't like this. I'm offended by it. Screw them, so on and so forth.
True.
That's what it is. They don't look at the entire context of what's going on. It's just, you heard these certain words. These people got to go. Yeah. And that's what happens. That's why when did we as a society, as a country, become so sensitive? And it really boils down to the sensitivity. Like we are adults. You know what I'm saying? Like when we were growing up in school, both of us, if you had something wrong with what the other person said to you, it's like, look, bro, either suck it up and press on. If you're gonna do something, not move on.
Do it to my face.
Yeah, do it to my face, because
I'll see you at 3:00.
Yeah, at 3:00. You know what I'm saying? But not this. organized, and now we got to
I'm going to
destroy their.
principal.
We're going to destroy their. Yeah, that's how it was.
Yeah,
That was the original cancel culture. I'm going to the principal.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah?
what?
Not if your teeth are knocked out.
Yeah, no, that's not even speaking from a bully perspective. It's a matter of look.
No.
Look, there's nothing wrong with standing up for yours. There's a lot wrong with you saying, okay, you have a problem with this person said. Let's say you have a problem with a comedian says, okay, you can email Dave Chappelle, you can message Dave Chappelle. You can say all that.
Listen to
but
them.
you can also turn that dial off.
You can
turn it off.
We used to, our parents used
Yeah.
to. I don't want you watching that. Why? Because I don't agree with them. So we didn't get to.
Your parents.
Our home was the first cancel
I
culture.
was just going to say your
by
parents were the original cancel culture.
And that's where it needs to be.
And that's where
with
you're
mom
right.
and dad.
Yeah, because I can tell you right now, the things that you know, we raise our kids, and it's like, oh, I don't agree with this, you know, I don't like this person, or you know, I can't stand this musician, or blah 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 blah. Okay, nobody asked you to listen to them. They're like, hey, like she knows if I have a song like hell, just earlier today I was on Spotify going through the music, and our youngest was sitting there singing one of the songs that was on. I was like, yeah, fuck this. And I hit the button.
Turned it.
He was like, that was a good song. I said, yeah, to you. And you have Spotify.
Yeah.
And you can go put it on your Spotify.
Put in your little ear thingies.
Because guess what? That's a prime example of what you can do instead of organizing a movement and destroying this person altogether.
Yeah.
There are certain, don't get it twisted. There are certain things that we understand that people do got to be canceled.
Racism.
Yeah, like, come on, man. Racism. Don't try to put, who makes Uncle Ben's rice? I don't know. Don't try to put them out of business because of this. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to put whoever makes Land O'Lakes out of business because of this. Change this, or y'all are not insensitive to this.
Is the Quaker guy good? Is he okay?
I don't know. You said Quaker. Maybe that's offensive to somebody.
What about the Zatarain's jazz guy?
Be careful.
Checked on him?
Be careful. They next.
Captain Crunch. I mean, are we anti-military or naval at least?
I don't know, because you know that could be offensive to everybody else because Captain Crunch is not black.
I'll tell you what, I don't know. Captain Crunch is offensive to the roof of my mouth.
That's for sure.
That's
Captain Crunch is offensive to the roof of our mouth.
God, I love it. It hurts so good.
It hurts so good. Unless it's peanut butter crunch, you leave it sitting for a good hour, and then after that you can go and eat it.
Soggy peanut butter goodness.
But hey, we ain't trying to go on for hours, guys. That's it's
annoying. It's
annoying.
Confusing.
It is.
Because I've never been one to let people dictate what I like and what I don't like.
100%.
So I still don't understand why this is a thing and why it's gained traction.
But it has.
But it has always been. It's just a different name.
Truth. So
that's all it is.
Yeah.
There's been cancel culture since forever. It's just it was under the shadow of political correctness.
Truth.
It was under the shadow of this law, that law.
Yeah.
And now it's just called cancel culture, and it sucks. It all sucks.
I think what it boils down to is like, look, be grown-ups, be adults about it.
If you don't like something, don't watch, don't listen, turn it off. Don't read it.
Don't do this whole look
don't
what it
talk about
what is it doing to our children. Here's a news flash for everybody in the world, not just the country. No matter how you raise your kids, they're gonna get out into this world. Somebody else is raising a kid entirely different than you. You can be like, I don't want them listening to this. What is this person saying about this? I don't like Ben Shapiro. I don't like Obama. I don't like Trump. I don't want them listening to this nonsense and this and that. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to go outside and hear 10 times worse. All that. Yep. And that's the facts. You know what I'm saying? That's what it boils down to.
And if they're not prepared to deal with it, because you didn't prepare them to deal with it, and you didn't teach them how to handle adversity, you didn't teach them how to handle
difference in
turn
opinions,
stuff off, a difference of opinion, and say, nah, I just don't like it. They're gonna really be hating life because they will have no life skill.
Truth. Now you can go about organizing and cancel stuff that's truly offensive. Sexism. But that doesn't count for everything. Kevin Hart doesn't need to be canceled. Eminem doesn't need to be canceled. Dave Chappelle doesn't need to be canceled. That doesn't make any sense.
We don't need to be canceled.
We don't need to be canceled. We just trying to get started. So anyway, but anyway.
But please send your hate mail to DMWatch Podcast.
You got DMWatch. Y'all know where to find us.
DMWatchPodcast.com.
I realized this one was probably one big old rant, but we needed it and we needed to get off our chest.
I just suck it up and lighten up, Francis. How about that?
Truth. Facts. So I can tell you right now, guys, it's time for us to call it. We over here sweating. That's how excited we got.
We're calling the air conditioner.
Yeah, exactly. It's hot down here all of a sudden. So we sat here and she getting the fan on. Y'all can't see us, but her hair is blowing. She got a fan going on all of us. Yeah. Anyway, say, hey, Y'all know what it is, dmwatchpodcast.com. That's where to find us at. Y'all know the Gmail already.
Yeah.
Same thing, but at gmail.com. And as always, Doge, AMC to the moon. We are part of that Sheba Army. As y'all can see, that beautiful lady is waving all that out. Give me a kiss before we sign off.
And find us on TikTok.
Find us on TikTok. So look, and one last thing before we sign off. Whether you agree with, disagree with us, this is America, and no matter what country you're in, listening to us, we're allowed to have our difference in opinion and move on. Because guess what? The only thing you can do, either click us off or say I can't wait to the next episode.
That's
Either
right.
way, signing off. I am Davey.
I'm Missy.
And we are DMOts. Don't cancel us, but we will see you guys next time. Okay, check it out.
Bye.
America, right? Oh God, we gonna keep on posting.